I wanna live like it's Mardi Gras and go dumb with my whole squad and don't need the R&R. To regular life, I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane. May your pain only be. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks. Let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Steelers are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Colts, who will need to solve that secondary. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Shift together here from the D-line. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. There's some flash on this offense, and certainly some flash with Dorsett.
A flyer out of the University of Miami. Speed is his game, but he's added excellent moves and good hands. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck trying to lay one up deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Here we go. 30. 45. Left. Check 3. Here we go. 45.
time running out here on the play clock. Roethlisberger out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 4 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Again, it's Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Takes to midfield, but no further. Holtz.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll go again with Bell. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Steelers a 1st down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They run with the fullback Nix. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bakari Rambo.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is... Back to the air. Luck on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On first down, it's Luck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Luck on first down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football. But you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Second down now after the pass completion. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get the confidence in it, and let him fling another one. And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Play clock winding down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. One receiver left, 3 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 21 that time. And that'll be good for an Indianapolis first.
Little pitch play, toss play. Allows the running back get some vision and some big guys to get out in front. This time they did it to the right side.
Yeah, went to the right side. Is there a preference, right or left, for a lot of these guys that run the ball at this level?
I know in the good old days, most teams were constructed to run to the right side. I can't tell you exactly why. That was the power side. The left side was what they used to call the quick side. But in this case, the power won.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got some space here. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. With it is Brown. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 7 yards remaining here on 3rd down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Dorsett. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take...
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Here's Pat McAfee now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their third straight in this drive, and they didn't even think of it.
He gets it away. Dorsett on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Luck on 1st down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Second and 10, Luck again. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A final shot before the break. Luck caught on the right side by Dorsett. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Roethlisberger, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon. And I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Just beating the play clock is Love. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
To throw on second down is Luck. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Phillip Dorsett sacked the intended receiver. Third down here.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Throwing on third down, Luck. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Luck on the sneak. It's a 4-yard pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll come out in the pistol. And on the ground they go with a running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. So second and goal here from the 9. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that one puts them on top here in the third. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw. Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Block on third down. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this third quarter. Here's Pat McAfee now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Here we go.
The give is to Bell, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their big-bodied receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Luck on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On second down, here's Luck. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Football is such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you'd think, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Here's Luck now on second down. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On first down, Luck. Moncrief brings it in. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again is Luck. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. Now Luck. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold them, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
Third and long, it's Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
They'll come out in the pistol. On the counter, here's Bell. And he'll get this one up to the... And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, it's Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another pistol look here. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks. Say, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And now out come the Steelers. They have the lead. Still a 1-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the rough season continues as they plunge to 1-13. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
You better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. Okay, whoa. We've been on the road from the go. Hit my glow. You know we've been down for too long to give up. Can't go. I need all pesos. Want it all. Case closed. I go balls to the wall. Can't hold to the ball game over. These boys can't hold me. You boys can't hold us. I told you. Better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind. When I was back home washing them dishes, I was just wishing I could just vision. I was gon' get it. I was on missions. I was just living. Walked in that building, we was just building. Taking our time, we was just yielding. We was just chilled away from these haters. Know they be watching like a theater. Yeah. Plotting these niggas that we need later. They gon' degrade us, it won't delay us. This is what made us. We got Omega, probably roll. Probably just leave. I see you later. I salute Wake, cop a new crib, got some new neighbors. You get this big, they gon' want favors, they gon' want flavors. Probably roll. Hope the Lord save us, wait from these haters. Hope the Lord save us, wait from these snakes, wait from these fakes. Wait, I need breaks, wait, I need cake. How long can we wait? Come on, better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we've been putting in the hours. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. 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 We gon' blow your mind.
DJ Fresh. Now I've been in New York, Texas,